Hello and welcome to Snack Decisions, the show where I help you make good snack decisions. We are finishing the Bizcochito run that I started at Snack 20, which is where you can go to find out all the information about Celina's Bizcochitos, the main Bizcochito maker in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But this is the fourth and final Bizcochito that I have that I was able to get when I was in Albuquerque in late July, early August. This is Celina's Bizcochito chocolate chip. This is the one I was actually the most excited for because, I love chocolate chips and I love sweet things. So I figured, might as well give it a go. I saw it there in the box. Awesome. We're going to see how well the chocolate chip holds up to the anise and sugar of the Bizcochito. Easy enough to open. The inner bag, actually, this one, the one that you get here. The outer box helps protect it. You can just fold this over, or if you have a twist tie, you can reseal it to keep it fresh. So the packaging gets a 4. Again, I prefer the Ziploc seal. That gets you the 5. But the box does protect against breakage. It looks like only maybe the top cookie was broke on the flight back, so that's good for the box. So yeah, it seems like all the Bizcochitos have whatever the addition is, it does affect it. The choke cherry was a little bit more red, or it had a tint to it. The red chili definitely was red, and the regular one just looked regular. This one has, chocolate chip pancakes. You can see the chocolate chips in it. Same flower shape or whatever this is. But yeah, you can see the little chocolate chip bits in it, so you know it's chocolate chips, which is good. Yes, the chocolate chips are nice. They add a little bit of a crunch to it because every time you bite into a little one of those chips, it makes it a little bit more satisfying. The Bizcochito itself, the normal one, is not terribly sweet, so the chocolate chips do add a little bit of a sweet kick to things. Not much, just a little bit. It's still that anise flavor and that, the butter or lard that they use in it. So it's basically the regular Bizcochito with a little bit more sweetness and a little crunch to it. I still get that anise in the back of my throat that just hangs around after eating it, which is what the red chili was so successful at doing, which was getting rid of that anise flavor. This one, it's still there. I think I do like these better than the choke cherry in the original, but I don't like them as much as the red chili ones because of that anise flavor. So I'll give these a 4 in taste. They're perfectly fine. I would say this would be my second favorite. Maybe the choke cherry would be my least favorite because that one had a really something weird going on, but it was still good. Whereas the regular one was fine. But yeah, this one adds, again, I like chocolate, so I'm gonna lean toward this, obviously. As for value, I want to say these were $5, but once again, this is a regional thing. You can only pretty much get these in New Mexico. I don't know of any other place that makes them. And again, the variety you can get, obviously you can go on the website. There's a ton of varieties that you can grab. I want to say these were about $5 at that point, and the fact that they're a New Mexico staple, you can only get them in New Mexico, that's a 5-star value. You get about 12 cookies in here. So it's enough for a couple days, maybe more depending on how much you want to eat these. You could probably go through, I would say 2 as like a dessert or a snack of some sorts. After that, it probably gets a little bit too much, to be honest with you. Let's pair it at the snack bar. And at the snack bar today, we have another Albuquerque, New Mexico brewery. This one is from Bow and Arrow. It is Easy Cactus, a dark lager. A Mexican-style dark lager, actually. Coming in at 5% ABV, so about right for a Mexican-style dark lager. So Bow and Arrow was opened in February of 2016 by Shyla Shepard and Dr. Missy Begay in Farmington, New Mexico, which is right near Four Corners. They have since, I think that one's still open. They've since opened another location in Albuquerque. If they moved it, it's all now in the Albuquerque one, which I went to. It's a huge facility. I could see they have a ton of brewing space, so maybe that's the only one. I don't know. But this is the first Native American woman-owned brewery in the U.S., and they're known for their wild and sour beers. This one's just a straight lager. They didn't have any of the wild sour beers when I was there. Yeah, and they use indigenous ingredients as much as they can. They use things from around New Mexico. Prickly pear is a big one. Obviously, that's just cactus, so they use that a lot in their beer and brewing process. Let's see how this Mexican dark lager fares. Nice finger, 2 fingers ahead. It is suitably dark, so when you're looking at it, as you can see in the camera here, you cannot see through it. But if you hold it up directly into light, yes, you can see through it easily. But that's what a dark lager is supposed to do, to be honest with you. Now, a dark lager, I'm expecting a little bit of a roast, maybe a chocolate, something dark on it as opposed to just some grain notes. So let's see. Obviously, grain notes because it is a lager, so you get a little bit of a grain kick. This one's going more toward a coffee roast or a slight roast. It is not big. This is not like a coffee lager or anything like that. But from the malt they were using, there's a roast characteristic that is coming off of it, which I'm going to guess would pair well with a Bizcochito, straight up. The roast might actually really go well with the chocolate chips in this, so that could be very interesting. Crisp, easy to drink, clean. The roast that I was getting on the nose, there's a little bit of it, but it's really not terribly prominent. I think that roast is coming in a bitterness as opposed to like a hop bitterness. There is some bitterness. I mean, I guess that's the malt. That is what's finishing things out. That is what's bringing me back is that roast or that bitterness at the finish. It is definitely a little bit more prevalent than a regular lager. There is a little bit of a grain note as well, but again, easy drinking, and it just has that, that extra bitterness either from the roast or the hops in there. So yeah, really good Mexican dark lager. I'll give it a 4 on taste. No problems there. I'm kind of excited to try to pair this. That is a flavor ride. Oh my. So at first, obviously I put the Bizcochito in first, so you get the chocolate chip, the sweetness from that. You get the whatever powdered sugar they used on it, the lard flavor or the butter flavor, whatever they're doing with that. That comes first. Then the easy cactus hits, adds a little bit of roast, kind of elevates or really melds well with the Bizcochito itself, creating some type of it adds again a little of a roast character, a little bitterness to contradict some of the sweetness that's coming off or the sugar that's coming off of the Bizcochito. And then it does tamp down the anise flavor at the end, but the anise flavor does kick in and gives this like umami savory note on the finish. It's still there, but it's not as prominent as it was in the straight, just eating the Bizcochito straight. So it is tamped down a little bit, which helps. I think I have to give this 5 stars as a pairing. It's wild, honestly, what's going on. You're getting everything pretty much. Sweet, savory, umami. It's all hitting. And the fact that anise flavor gets tamped down at the finish really, really does help things along with this pairing, honestly. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Bizcochito rundown over the last few months we've been doing it. I'm out of Bizcochitos now, so I can't do any more. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this or other things I've done, like, subscribe, follow, send me an email, snackdecisions@gmail.com. Yeah, Christmas is coming, so I'm excited about the Christmas stuff I'm going to be trying to get. Until next time, make good snack decisions.